Hello and welcome to The Dish. My name is Natasha Ho. Today I want to talk with you guys about searing food and my method that will get you great results every time you're trying to sear food in the pan. That's when you want to get that really nice, beautiful crust on the outside of your food. It has a beautiful texture and that crispiness as well as wonderful color and flavor. That searing action creates the Maillard reaction, which will add more flavor to your food, and it's something that is an absolute essential skill to have in the kitchen. So I want to talk about a really easy way to master searing food in your kitchen, and that is my PUR method. PUR, P-U-R-R. So what does that stand for? It's an acronym. PUR, the first one, P is pat your food dry. So anytime that you are going to sear something, first step is making sure to get rid of that moisture, because we want the food to get as hot as possible, and the water will prevent it from getting really hot. So pat your food dry, no matter what it is. Make sure it's nice and dry, whether it's steak or scallops, chicken, pat it really dry. The next thing is use a hot and heavy bottomed pan. So you want to get your cast iron skillet or your stainless steel skillet out, something that can get really, really nice and hot, and that will be able to hold onto that heat so that it can transfer that heat onto your food and give you that nice sear on the outside of your piece of food, whether it's meat or vegetables. The next thing is R, which is the first R, resist the urge to move your food. So I know there might be the urge to fiddle with it and move it around while it's in the pan and shake it. We're not sauteing, we're searing. Sauteing is the jumping in the pan. We want to move things around. Searing, we do not. We want that crust to form, and it needs time. So don't move the food around. Resist that urge to move the food around. And the last R is to rest the food after cooking. So once your food is done and you've taken it off the heat, this is especially important with meat. You want to give it an opportunity to rest so that all of the juices that have now started to move around inside of the tissue of the meat can settle back down into the meat, and all of those juices will remain in the meat, so when you cut into it and you bite into it, that you have a wonderful juicy experience, and all of those juices don't run out onto the cutting board where you don't get to enjoy them inside of your meal. So that is the PUR method. Pat your food dry, use a hot and heavy bottom pan, resist the urge to move your food, and rest it afterwards. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.